What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Avatar Standard, and today we're going to be taking a look at, well, if you haven't seen enough of this card yet, be prepared to see a little bit more of it, the Badgermole Cub. There's a reason why I think this is the best card in the set, and there's a reason why it's in a lot of my decks. And we're going to be showcasing kind of maybe one of the more obvious homes for it in the Simic deck, where the Simic deck, prior to the banning of VV and Profs and Nemesis, was kind of already putting up a decent amount of results. And to be honest with you, with the removal of the red deck and the VV deck and the introduction of Badgermole Cub, would not be surprised to see this deck, achieve tier 1 status. I do think it is that good. So let's kind of go down, exactly what is going on with the Cub in this deck. Before, you may have seen, if depending on when this goes out, I did play this card in a Celestia Cage deck. And mainly, mana acceleration is certainly good in a deck like that, but mainly playing it in that deck to get the extra body, where it was 2 bodies for Cage, and that was a very important part of it. The second body still is important because you have things like Ouroboros to help you go wide and put more counters on things, but for the most part, we're just using it to have a bunch of mana really, really fast. So this version is playing a couple more mana dorks, well, one more to be precise. 3 Pollinator, 4 Elf alongside the Badgermole Cub to give you additional mana. Now, again, a lot of people kind of, with something like Badgermole Cub, a lot of people want to think big. Craterhoof Behemoth, Nature's Rhythm, Vaultborn Tyrant. But to be completely honest with you, you just don't need cards like that. Now, to sort of split the difference, I am trying out a couple of Wan Shi Tong Librarians, where, X blue, flash flying vigilance, 1/1, when it enters, you get X counters, and you draw half of X cards. So this is sort of a bridge where this card, depending on certain spots in the curve, can be decent. For 4 mana, it's a 2/2, comes in with 1 counter, or comes in with 2 counters, excuse me. So 4 mana, you're a 3/3 flash flyer that draws a card. And what's nice about Wan Shi Tong is, yes, it is a big mana payoff for like the games where you have a bunch of extra mana with Badgermole Cub, but also it's just nice to have X spells in this deck, where specifically when you're copying things with Drunith, you want to be able to like fill a spot in the curve that you're missing, right? So if your Drunith has 3 power, you don't have a ton of 3-drops in your deck. So if you're missing a 3-drop, you can use Wan Shi Tong or Mockingbird to kind of fill the gap in the curve, copy that, get a counter on Drunith, and then the next turn copy Ouroboros. But yeah, this deck has a ton of ways to use extra mana, where you have Pawpatch Recruit Offspring, you have Innkeeper's Talent levels, you have the aforementioned Wan Shi Tong, and you also have Tyvar, which for 5 mana you can give your creatures +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control, which frequently will be a very, very high number when you have Ouroboros in play. Other than that, there's some, again, Pawpatch, the Mana Dorks, Drunith, the copy spells. Innkeeper's Talent works very well with Ouroboros, where you put counters in the Ouroboros before the Ouroboros trigger itself. I'm choosing to go with Azure Beastbinder as my 2-drop of choice over Flood Pits Drowner. Still not really sure which one's better. If you guys have any experience with Simic, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear, your guys' thoughts on that. But you could potentially play Flood Pits Drowner. I'll say that Flood Pits is probably a little better with Drunith, where when you're going to copy, you'd much rather copy Flood Pits. So something to keep in mind. Sirach, very good against Dimir. Tyvar, again, just powerful card that has a good mana sink. Mana base, nothing too crazy. I am trying a single copy of Ba Sing Se just to see how it plays out. I'm not sure if this card's actually that good. And then sideboard, you got Dragon Snipers for the aggressive decks, Heritage to kill artifacts or enchantments, counter spells, so on and so forth. So yeah, I really do think that, again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I think Badgermole Cub is probably the best card in the set, and there's just so many different shells that it goes into, and I think the Simic deck is one of the better ones, if not maybe the best one. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Top Sprouter. Top Min. Yes, I think. Saying seems fine. I don't know if it's a very good librarian hand, but... We're just copying Gene? I think we are. Does anybody know how copying Wan Shi Tong works with Mockingbird? Like, you don't get to copy the X on Wan Shi Tong, do you? I'm almost positive you don't, but I also am not 100% positive. It's a different X? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I think I'm just going to do this. And then I can Wan Shi Tong for 3 next turn, or 4 rather. Alright, go. Should be the same. Yeah, it doesn't work because, like, you're not, like, it says put X counters on him, then draw half X cards, but that's the X of the Wan Shi Tong. And the problem is when you're casting it off of the Mockingbird, it's not the same thing, right? It's weird, but it was a good draw, by the way. That was a good draw. Alright, look, I was gonna cast a new card, but I had other plans. Something came up. Eventually, I'll cast a new card, I promise. It doesn't work because it doesn't work. You know, what I mean, when you put it like that, it makes a lot of sense, you know? Now that you put it like that... Yeah, I mean, it's a little unintuitive, but I kind of understand it. I get why it works the way it does, but if you didn't understand the way that it worked, I wouldn't fault you, because it is not the most intuitive thing. Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, if you insist. Look, man, I'm just never gonna cast this card. Like, what do you want me to say? I'm trying to cast the new cards, alright? I just have better things to do, okay? Alright, what's good against mono green? I think we swap bird for sniper. The sniper. Scream seems good against them. I want to cut Wan Shi Tong, but I'm not allowed to because it's the new card, so we're not going to do that. Or am I? Would you be mad if I cut the Wan Shi Tongs? I feel like people would be mad if I cut them, but what else do you want me to cut? All right, I'll cut Sirach. We just can't cut the new card. It can't happen. If you cut them, there's no point to the deck. That's kind of what I'm trying to say, you know? I get it. I know what you're trying to say. I get it. Ugh. Ooh. Can I get a nice mana XDD? This is going well. I drew my sideboard cards. That's good, right? Yeah, it's not nice mana XDD. From now on, it's that's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Dude, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to Arena. This is the first time they've had voice animated emotes, right? For people that are watching this on YouTube, if you haven't purchased the new thing of emotes, you got it. You just go buy them now. Not an ad, by the way. I promise, not an ad. Can we get a My Cabbages if opponent kills a forest? I'll think about it. What am I cubbing? Probably just forest? I'm not trying to cast this yet. Yeah, hashtag not sponsored by Arena. Although if they're trying to sponsor me, I'm not gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? Just making mute the default way to play the game. Okay, how do the emotes work? Like if I do one of the emotes, does the voice does like the voice option, does that show up on theirs too, or does the voice only show up on mine? Does anybody know? Has anybody had experience with this? I'm still not casting the Scream, by the way. Maybe I should kill the Storm Soul. Because I wonder if it only shows up on your side, or if it shows up on both. I would guess it shows up on both, but I have no way to confirm that, because I'm not playing against myself. Dig it? I thought we heard the opponent's That's Rough, buddy. I don't remember. We may have, but I can't remember. I'm dead. Game 3. Well, the good news is we get to be on the play for Game 3. That's the good news. You have the emotes? I do have the emotes. Keep? Keep for sure. I think I just don't play Pop Etch on turn 1. Just go tapped blue source. Maybe I should just be mulling to elf. Okay. Badger. Librarian carries. I don't think I have any intention of casting Librarian in this game. Well, I didn't draw a land, so, I mean, that kind of sucks. Guess we have this. There's no shot I'm attacking, by the way. Will he ever draw land 3? Okay, I can beat a Sirach, I think. Put X counters on him, then draw half X cards rounded down. So if I Wan-Chi Tong for... if I Wan-Chi Tong for 1, I don't even get to draw cards. I guess I can do it for 0 just to make an extra 1/1 flyer. It sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? I can also go... Maybe... Okay, hold on. I have an idea. I'm going to go Innkeepers onto Drunith. Yeah. And then next turn, we can go Innkeepers on Drunith again, and then Wan-Chi Tong copy, and then get a second 2/2. Second 3/3, rather. We have to draw a land for that, but... I'll probably draw a land. I mean, I gotta draw a land at some point, right? Eventually. Sniper's kind of nice here. Sniper kind of halts their attacks. Or not. Am I missing something? Nope. I'll take that trade. Did not draw land, by the way. So we should put a counter on something else, I think. Counter here. All right, go. Search for a creature or land card. I'll allow that. I think I can let that happen. I'm pretty sure the librarian's a control card. Yeah, you're probably right. I was just thinking that the upside of like having a bunch of extra mana with Badgermole Cub might make something like Wan Shi Tong a little bit better, but in the end, it might not be worth it. Yo, bear guy. Bear guy spotted. Bear guy spotted. Look at that. 2/2/2 flyers. -2 owl triggers. Oh my god, they get to search! I didn't even think about that! I forgot this card lets them search. They're just dead, right? Oops.
That's rough, buddy.
That's how I feel about that. You missed 4? Yeah, no, I missed a lot. So they have 2 blockers. They block here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It doesn't matter. They are just dead, but I did miss 2 searches off Wan Shi Tong. Did I just put the new card in my deck and I forgot what it did? Oh, the charm search too! Oh my god, how did I miss that? I mean, look, why even put the new cards in your deck if you're not going to cast them, streamer? Note to self, if opponent searches library, cast librarian. Noted. Well, tell me to put this Bossing Say in the deck again. Show yourself now. Show yourself now. Thought. Ooh. Boros Goblins? I'm in. I'm in for it. I specifically told you it was a bad idea. Well, you should have spoke up louder. I couldn't hear you. Do I have to trade here? Are you a trader? Are you a trader or are you not a trader? It's kind of brutal. I think I have to not trade. Streamer, why didn't you win the dice roll? It's the Arena Premium, man. I forgot to re-up. Brother, I'm still not blocking. I'm just never gonna block, okay? I'd rather lose the game than block. Well, this sure is awkward, isn't it? Because I really want to attack to turn off the challenger, but I also really want to get an Ouroboros trigger. Huh. This is awkward. Vigilance? I understand it as vigilance, but if I attack first, I can't get the Ouroboros trigger. What's more valuable? Fucking no. Probably the Ouroboros trigger, right? I think. I honestly don't know. I think I'm dead next turn regardless. Probably, yeah. There's a good chance I'm dead anyways. I don't know if it matters. I mean, they could just have 3 lands in hand. You don't know. They could definitely just have 3 lands in hand. Slick shot, show off. Yeah. What if I just didn't block? Alright, fuck it. I'm exactly dead if they have turn inside out. So they definitely don't have turn inside out, because I would have been dead by now. I mean, I'm not dead to that. It's not good, but I'm not dead to it. Your turn! What if they just didn't draw a single non-creature spell the rest of the entire game? Well, to be fair, it wasn't a creature. In my defense. Alright, Sniper, you're on the team. Sadly, I know you're going to get really mad at me for saying this, but I think the mono-red Slick Shot Show-Off Emberheart Challenger deck, not a great matchup for the Librarian. I don't want to be that guy, and, you know, you're going to get mad at me, but I just... you got to understand, there's checks and balances to these kinds of things. I can't keep in my, my 6-mana card against the red deck. Sorry. Yeah, it's not like they have Monstrous Rage. They have Monstrous Rage at home. Now this hand, talk to me about this hand. I'm going to call it right now. This hand is stone cold unbeatable. Stone cold unbeatable. Uncubbable, even. I've heard it's great when they search their deck. Yeah, but see, the thing is, nobody does that in Standard. Who is searching their deck, you know? Almost cast the wrong card there. It's good if they have Torch. And if Cub is killed, it's not gonna be. They're just never gonna kill the Cub. I mean, honestly, even if they kill it now, it's kind of fine, right? Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Druneth. Jesus Christ. Green, talent, level. I guess we just make a 5/5, right? Okay, or not. We could also just not make a 5/5 if you want to. All right. So, game 3, huh? Oh, I guess, that's game 3 for you. Normal turn 2 from now on. It's that, look, it's just a skill issue if you can't kill the elf, all right? That's what they'll tell you. What do you think? You like this hand? It's close. This is a close one right here. I don't want to keep it. 2 land, 2 Cub. Let's try it. Obviously, I wish I had an elf, but can't have elf every time. I wonder, how broken is Badgermole Cub and Pioneer when you get to play 8 elves? It's probably absurd, right? What's Pioneer? Casual form. Think I'm fucking blocking? You're out of your damn mind. I'd like to go back to what I said game one. I'd rather die than block. Do you think part of the reason I lost game one is because I decided to block? I might have won if I just didn't block. Bossing say. Okay, can I get a mana count? I only have 4? Cringe. I'm just so used to having more than 4 mana on turn 3, you know? I'm used to having 6 mana on turn 3. What do the plebs do with 4 mana, you know? Count 5? I guess if I Cub first, yeah. But I want to copy Cub with Drunith. I guess I just play Drunith Talent and then chill for a turn. Probably counter on Drunith. And that lets us Cub before combat next turn. Yeah, so now I can go tap 2 lands, Cub, copy. Actually, I can even tap the land that's in play, Cub, copy, animate the other 2. Then I have 9 mana, right? Yeah, I'll have 9 mana next turn. Assuming I'm not dead, of course, but I could just be dead. That's fucked up. Rude but fair. Second Cub is still pretty good. Because we can still make 6 mana. We can double level talent. Right? Yeah, we can go land. Cub. Animate here. 6 mana. Level. Play Gene. Do we attack? I don't know if I can attack. Yeah, because they have double Bastronaut that are both turned on. It's not looking good. Go. Something about losing the die roll and going second, you know. Something about that. Ow. Chat, WotC updated the rules for anti with Avatar release. What the hell? Update from person to player who can anti an object. What? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I believe I am deceased. Tried my best. I did try my best. I could do some cool stuff on the way out. Could do like this, and then play this. Okay, that's all I can do. That's all I can really do. I can make a 4/4. I didn't really do a lot of cool stuff there, but I made a 4/4. I'm out of this hand, though. Dude, we gotta stop losing the die roll. think Restless is still better. Well, Restless also doesn't let you use extra Cub mana, right? MTG Forge, huh? Is it similar to Chandelar? I've never heard of that one. Is this just the classic, like, day one, every single person is playing a bunch of mono red just to beat up on the new players? It's kind of fucked up, man. It's not nice. I think that is what's happening, but... It's just every single person's playing the Leyline deck. Yeah, kill the Cub. Ooh. Or not. I like that. That's a good sign. So... 2... Hold on. Is there a better way to do this? Badger. Can anybody count how much mana I have next turn? It's a lot. So these each tap for 3. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This Badgermole Cub card sounds really good. It seems really good. I think it might be a player in the upcoming metagame. What do you guys think? 1 after they board wipe you. What makes you think they're gonna board wipe me? I mean, I don't really care if they kill this Cub. I guess it's better to do it the other way, huh? Because if they're gonna sack the headliner, then I want them to kill the Sirach instead. Yeah. I mean, they probably just have a pump spell, but... If you airbend an animated manland or soulstone with blue-white Ang, it just goes to exile. Oh, does airbend say you can cast, not play? I didn't know that. Gotcha. It's good to know. I didn't know that's how that worked, but... Alright, all my shit's dead. Cool. Yeah, if it was earthbended, then it would still come back, but... I mean, it was kind of rough. 1, 2, 3... Oh, they didn't... I still have this Cub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So... Just go. Do you think this opponent's going to search their library? Good chance they're not going to, right? Now what? How big of a one-sheet song do I cast? 2, 4, 5. So I can do it for 3 and then still have 1 extra blocker. Kind of have to, right? Yeah, I think I have to do it this way. One-sheet Tong, the librarian. We need a big owl emote. I guess that's a good point. It's better to chump with the land than the elf. Didn't think about that. I mean, I can't play around anything. I have to hope that they have nothing in hand and that their response window is headliner and not the turn inside out that they're definitely going to cast. It's probably just headliner. It was not just headliner. still fine? Yeah, we're kind of still just fine, right? Just go Paw Patch Elf Pass. We definitely still can't attack. But the Roid is good next turn. Like, we can eventually just, like, one-shot them with the Roid. Oh, this thing has Vigilance? Oh, shit. I didn't know this thing had Vigilance. God damn. I should read my cards. I did not know that card had Vigilance.
That's rough, buddy.
I had no idea that thing had Vigilance. Jesus Christ. Can I get a That's Rough, buddy? I already know I'm going to use this emote way too much. I shouldn't have bought it, honestly. I shouldn't have bought it. Wait, no, Gene. I guess Gene is a better blocker than Elf, huh? Probably a better blocker than Elf. What'd they do? They leveled up Kellen. Okay. I'm with you. I literally, this entire time, I swear to God, I had no idea this card had Vigilance. I have a newfound respect for it now. All right, you figure it out. Based on your play, I believe you. All right, trade happened. Cool. Cast this. Are they not just... surely this is good enough, right? Yeah, I think 19. That's true. It also does not search... It also doesn't draw cards when people search their library. I mean, it might as well have no text on it, if you ask me. Maybe I should keep the Mockingbirds because they're good at copying snipers. Could cut Talon against them, maybe. First game with more than 2 Avatar cards. Oh, because we had 2 Cubs and a Wanshi Tong? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, look, it feels bad to cut the Wanshi Tongs, but, like, they're playing a Leyline deck, you know? Like, I can't keep them in. Would you play Heritage over Talon against Leyline, or no? All right, chat. Give me a 1 for Talon and a 2 for Heritage. Let's get a poll going. 1 for Heritage, 2 for Talon, or other way around. 1 for Talon, 2 for Heritage. You guys want Heritage? A lot of Heritage enjoyers, huh? You're just that worried about the Leyline, are you? I mean, as you should be. I'll try it. I'll try it. I don't know what the question or the matchup is. What are we yelling about? I mean, that's an appropriate response, you know? I get it.
That's rough, buddy.
All right, GG. Kind of wish Heritage was Paw Patch formation. I mean, in this matchup specifically, yes, but Heritage is better because it can get the graveyard for Cabero. Brother, I ain't blocking. You're out of your damn mind. I will block with the American Sniper, though. American Sniper. Double Sniper's kind of hot. Are we not playing Lantern? No, my Graveyard Hate is Keen-Eyed Curator, which you could argue maybe Curator is a little too slow, but I figured now that you have Badgermole Cub and the Sultai deck is like not great at interacting with Cub, they don't have a ton of kill spells, that I figured that Curator was fine enough, but you can make an argument for Lantern. Yeah, Curator and Tidebinder. Do I take the 1? I probably shouldn't take the 1, right? Because the 1 could just be 12. Alright, fine. I hate it, but fine. At least we know they don't have monstrous rage. That's good. It's probably a good sign, right? That's it? Well, I didn't think we'd get this far. Oh, they have the fling. The fling puts me to 1. I'm not dead to the fling. Okay. Okay, hold. Dude, if I win this game at 1, GOAT status achieved. There's no way, right? There's no way I win this game at 1. They're just gonna have, like, burst landing or some shit, probably. Alright. Okay. It's not lethal. It's a good thing I didn't play Tyvar. Do this. Tyvar Gene. It's doable. We just need them to never, ever find Burst Lightning or Callous Sellsword. Probably also can't beat a Hired Claw. Okay. So there's that. And then this. Yeah, or Slick Shot. Also can't beat a Slick Shot. Oh, wait a minute. Unable to Scream is not very good with the Zero Beastbinder. They just get to block it anyways. Okay, well, they didn't. So there's that. Hold. Okay, so now I can activate Tyvar. To what end, though? We're at 15. Can I present a lethal attack? If I send these 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, be plus 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 plus 9. That does represent a lethal attack, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 15. I think I have to do this, don't I? Except with the O2. Right, but I still have the Beastbinder to back to block the 2-2. I think I have to go for it. I just need to put him on a 2-turn clock, you know what I mean? Okay. What if I told you they weren't gonna block? Do you like the attack more if I told you they weren't gonna block? Mythic sure is nice. Yeah, you know. It is what it is. I'm gonna show people that game when they think Mythic is an accomplishment. No comment, all right. I'm gonna decline to comment at this time. God, why do I keep losing the die roll? Can somebody explain that to me? Like, can I win a die roll, please? I'm gonna try it. I'm not happy about it, buddy. I'm gonna try it. We'll just try health. It's not health. Rule, huh? Tamer! Otter gamer. What? Okay. I'm with you. Badger. Mushroom. Song request for Bitter Lies. Unfortunately, the page is not loading. Oh, there it is. We're good. We're good. In the queue. Land pass, huh? We did win. I did win that last game. Yes, Nubs. Did win that last game. So we do it like this, right? It's risky if they have a kill spell, but... I mean, if they had a kill spell, wouldn't they just kill the Badgermole main phase? And now we just go double talent. It's turn 3, by the way. I just want to reiterate, this is the 3rd turn of the game. Okay. Well, I still might be dead. Maybe it's not gonna matter. Well, you know. If I tell you, if I get a 4th turn, I can cook, but I can't promise you I'm gonna get a 4th turn. Do we think Badgermole is going to be the next VV? No. At the end of the day, it is just a 2-mana 2/2. Obviously, it's a powerful 2-mana 2/2, but I don't think it's quite on the same level as a card like that. I have 8. So... just dump the hand. Dump the hand, double level. I still very easily could lose this game. I mean, I'm probably going to kill him next turn if I don't lose this turn, but I'm letting them untap with the Valley Floodcaller, so I don't feel super great about this. Agree needed a powerful card real bad. I agree. I think that, I mean, I don't know. Like, with the printing of Ouroboros, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Like, green was already relatively powerful, where, you know, you had the Ouroboros stuff. But, I mean, it's nice to see green get another good card like this. Yeah, and I think maybe more importantly for green than, like, printing Badgermole Cub is the fact that Nemesis got banned. And Nemesis was like a huge part of what was stopping green decks before, you know? Question, is my opponent infinite? They're close, right? 5 talent. They're close. Boomerang Basic's kind of nice, but Storm Chaser's talent. Yeah, they need a way to give haste, right? If they have the Song or Frostcliff Siege, they probably have enough. Yeah, they need Song. No red. They have Vitality. Vitality gives them red. Yeah, so now they can go tap these two for 4 mana, level up talent, but then they're out of mana. So yeah, they need the haster. 5. I guess they can just cycle again. So they get one more shot at finding the song. Just don't draw a song, I guess. I didn't really think about Boomerang Basics being another, like, another way to combo in the Otters deck, but that's kind of cool, because it also cycles. Played against Prowess with 4 Flood Maws and Boomerangs. Yeah, Boomerang being a way to kind of cycle your talents does sound pretty powerful. I do like that. Boomerang might be a little bit better than I thought it was. Alright, please don't reveal song. Fuck!
That's rough, buddy.
Alright, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Scream, Tishana's Sniper. I mean, I probably want this to stop the talent loops. That was my cabbages more than a that's rough, buddy. Disagree. Man, you know, look, I like this card a lot. It's just that every single deck in Standard seems like it's trying to kill you on turn 4, and if people are trying to kill you on turn 4, I just don't want this card. You know? It's a powerful card. It's a good mana sink, but just feels like maybe not what the format's about right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody requested this. This is a banger. What are you talking about? I think I'm just gonna do the Keen-Eyed Curators. I don't think I want anything else. This song does rock. I'm with you. It's not the usual vibe, but it slaps. I like it. The people watching on YouTube don't even know, like, how good the song is that they're missing. Well, they can see it in the top right, but they just don't know. Alright, I'm keeping. I'm leaving this here. What's this? Alright, fine. I'm in. You sold me. That's a good emote. I like it. I'm in. It's rough, buddy. What just happened? Oh, right. Stupid Mockingbird. I'm like, wait, what? Like, why do I have priority right now? Ooh. Okay, we can do cool stuff next turn. Just leave my cub alone. Come on, you couldn't hurt a Badgermole, could you? You would never. Wait, what? Okay. I mean, I'm gonna play it again. Oh, I'm gonna play it again. You better believe I'm gonna play it again. Alright, your turn. I don't have any non-creature lands. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Okay, I have 9 mana. What can I do with 9 mana? I can do a lot of stuff with 9 mana, right? Only 2 blue. All right, I got an idea. Ready? Check this out. So, blue, Cast Druneth. Yeah, I get an idea. I get an idea. Oh, my idea doesn't work. Because I only have one. If I tap this, then I don't have another blue source. Actually, hold on. No, it kind of does work, right? Yeah, this is fine. Because I can go X is 0. Yeah, this works. Because I get the mana from this. And then 3, cast this. Activate this. Yeah, this works. Alright, that was my plan. That's what I wanted to do. Counters on here, I guess? Alright, 6, yeah. The lands ain't right. Wait, okay, why is this one... Why does this one have a curved top, but this one has a regular top? Oh, because this is a token of the Mockingbird. I see. Okay. I was very, very confused there for a second. Like, what is happening right now? Okay, I'm not dead, am I? I might be dead. Turns out I maybe am dead. Because they have the basics too. They're still short though, right? Oh, no, they have the extra creature from the song. Yeah, this is enough. Depends on what they draw. Well, they just have infinite in play, don't they? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they just have infinite in play. Alright, GG's. Badgermole Cub's got to be good in their deck, right? Like, Badgermole Cub with Enduring Vitality sounds pretty sick. Well, I'm saying you could maybe change... You could change the deck around a little bit. You could play more Mana Dorks, you know? Like, obviously you wouldn't play the Cub in just a deck that only had Vitality. You'd have to make some other changes. Like, you'd probably have to add some number of elves and... elves or pollinators or things like that. Yeah, Cub also enables itself. Like, you don't have to do that much. Like, Cub makes a creature, so it still gives you 4 mana on turn 3. Life gain? Yeah, Beast Binder's good against life gain. Yeah, you don't have to synergize with it. Like, you can just play the Cub face up with itself. You don't have to play other Mana Dorks. But I'm also saying you could if you wanted to, you know? Yeah, the lands from Earthbending are typeless. Number 200 with life gain, huh? That's impressive. They attack, I'm probably gonna block. Can't block now. I would have blocked. Let the record show that I would have blocked that turn. I can go hold on, what's the best way to do this? Mockingbird for 1 copy. The copy makes a bat token, and then the original Mockingbird makes a bat? I think I have to do it that way, right? Just so I can jump block. Oh, that's not good. That's very bad for me. I guess the good news is they don't have a way to gain life before combat. Why not copy bat twice? I can't. Not a legal play. So the Mockingbird copy cannot actually copy... The copy of Mockingbird doesn't retain the X. Because Mockingbird, the way that it's worded, it says, any creature on the battlefield with mana value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. So if you make a copy of Mockingbird, there's no mana spent to cast it. You think counter on Drunith? I think it had to be a flyer so I could trade for Channeler. If I counter on Drunith, they just get to block. They just get to attack for free. Yeah, I don't know why they're attacking with Channeler. Oh, right. Because they get to do that. Well, I mean, I guess I can do this. Just eat the bat. I can't really kill a 7/5, though. Oh, maybe I should have put a counter on the Drunith so I could copy the Ouroboros pre-combat. I still don't even know if that's good enough. I mean, now I'm just going to cast the Ouroboros. And then we do it like this. Can I attack with the bat? No? I don't think. No. This is still doable. Maybe. Depends on if they can kill anything this turn. Hold! Chat, hold the line. Hold the line. No, that's the Dark Confidant BAP. I mean, if I get a turn, well, that's bad. Some would say...
That's rough, buddy.
Some would say that. Just getting in there, huh? Oh, I'm not dead. They're at 43, but I'm not dead. Oh, right, I am dead. Never mind. I forgot about the convocation. All right, Vigilance, Reach, Death Touch seems really good against my opponent's deck. Guess what I'm cutting? I might actually keep the Wan Chi Tongs this time. I'm gonna cut the Syrox instead. I'll keep the Wan Chi Tongs. Just because they fly. Flyer seems important. Play first. Keeping it. Drunith! Save me, Drunith! Now, some might see this hand, and you say to yourself, well, your hand has all mana sources. How do you actually win? I'll figure that out later. That's a problem for future me. Not current me. I do have a lot of mana, though. A lot of mana. I can almost cast anything in my deck. I can also cast that. Oh, yeah. Your turn. You know what'd be a really good draw right now? Wan Chi Tong. Very, very good draw. Looks like an 0-3 to me. And by 0-3, I mean 0-2. And by 0-2, I mean 0-7. Young man. I mean, that technically works. Gonna kill the screen. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Can I please have a librarian?
That's rough, buddy.
I'm just gonna keep saying that. I can't help myself. Case has been solved. Ooh. Don't know if it's actually good, but ooh. Guess I offer the trade. I mean, bro, if I draw an Ouroboros next turn, ooh, let me tell you. Ouroboros next turn, and they're probably dead. That's what happens. I'm gonna assume they're dead if we draw Ouroboros. Hey! Hey! You can't do that! Wait, not the Druidif? Bro, chill. Alright, Ouroboros. I'm feeling it. I'm just dead to that, aren't I? At the beginning of your end step, if you gain this life this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. Rip. Rip. Rip! Streamer lost the life gain, point and laugh. Everybody point and laugh, he lost to the life gain deck. Keck. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Maybe they won't see the line. They went -1. Why'd they go -1? Do we have removal that isn't player removal in the deck? I mean, I cast an Unable to Scream that game, but they had the Sheltered for it. Ooh. We've not kept a lot of we have not kept a lot of 7-card hands with this deck. Like this maybe? Yeah, Dimir also has a lot of card draw and card advantage with like the cat and Kaido, so it's just not really the type of card that Dimir needs, you know? Stock up. Little Esper Pixie. Esper Pixie. 3, 4. I mean, I guess we just hold the other Paw Patch, right? Paw Patch is like such a pain in the ass for the Pixie deck to deal with. Tragic Trajectory. Probably 1 on each. The counter on Lamb was better than that. Because they're kind of incentivized to kill the Cub anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I guess counter on Lamb would have been better. Still got 2 counters out of it, so it wasn't that bad. Okay. You ever copy Pixie to bounce Paw Patch? I kind of like it. I think it's fine. It's a little weird, but... So copy Pixie, bounce Paw Patch. Just do it again next turn. No attacks. Just infinite Paw Patches. Look, you're never gonna cast a removal spell the rest of this game, alright? Nowhere to run, more like nowhere to cast. I don't know where I was going with that. I guess Tyvar is pretty good here. Alright, I'll just play this as a one drop then. Tyvar! So now any land, any untapped land, I should say, lets us kind of pop off with the Tyvar. Sun Pearl Kirin. Okay. Do 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 do. I mean, they're getting a lot of value, but to what end, you know? This Tyvar kind of just cooks them. Are they gonna keep that? I didn't think so. You got a 4/4. Okay, this is the funny line. Look, man, I don't have enough Paw Patches. Yeah, I mean, if they have main deck 0-point Ballad, I guess we lose, but something tells me they don't have main deck 0-point Ballad. I sure hope they don't. Give me a land. Okay, sure. Look, man, you're never casting that Nowhere to Run. I'm just telling you right now. You are never, ever casting a Nowhere to Run this game. You can if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would say it's ill-advised. Okay, not a Nowhere to Run. That does play. That plays. I think I got a Paw Patch or two to spare. Dude, at some point I'm gonna find a land. Eventually I will find a land. But not this turn. I mean, I would like to activate Tyvar, if I could. If I had the capability of activating Tyvar, I'd love to. Yeah, Flood Pits, maybe? This is quite the game. What do you think's going to happen first? Them casting a card that targets one of my creatures, or me drawing a land? I'm going to go with the latter and not the former. I'm at 14. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know, you figure it out. Math is for blockers. They didn't even want to do the math. Which, to be fair, is respectable, you know? Most of my shit has trample anyways. Alright, Esper Pixie. Is any of this stuff good against them? Kind of not, right? Like, maybe Heritage to kill the Talents and the Nowhere to Runs. But, it's not the best exchange. Where, like, they play their Nowhere to Run, kill your thing, and then you have to spend another card on it. It does stop the chain of them bouncing it over and over again, but it's just such a rough way to do it, you know? Like the Sniper? Does it? I think our creatures kind of match up well against theirs anyways. I don't think we need a card like Sniper. You typically only want this card in matchups where your opponent's like going bigger than you, where they're playing, you know, like 3/3s and 4/4s and such, and that's just kind of not what this matchup is about. Has Wanshi been? We've cast it a couple of times. I would say not as good as I thought it was going to be, but I think that's mostly just a product of the matchups that we're playing against and how the standard format is, more so than an indictment of the card itself. It is a powerful card. I just don't think that you have that kind of time in a lot of matchups. But the nice thing about Wanshi is the flexibility, specifically with Drunith. So if you have, you know, a Drunith in play, almost no matter what power the Drunith is, you can at least get something out of it to copy it. But maybe that means it's more of a sideboard card. Kind of want to keep this. It's a little sus, but... Ah, we lost the last game. It would be better if you cast it before people search. Hey, I'd like to point out, the game where I forgot to cast Wanshi before my opponent searched, I still won that game anyways. I'm just saying. They may have searched twice, but I won that game anyways. Just want to point that out. It's not grape. Definitely not grape. I have 3 in hand. This is not good. And I have to play Surok, don't we? Surok. Is black the worst color in Standard right now? I would think red is, right? Especially with Nemesis Band. That would be my guess. It's a good sign. That's a good sign. Less good. You get a card off the Tragic, though. The Surok. Not the Ouroboros. What? What is this psycho behavior? Okay. You're trying to race me with flyers? Well, what if we made a flying Ouroboros? Are you in? I'm in. What if I just made a flying Ouroboros? So resolve the bigger one first? Yeah, bigger one first. I think I still don't attack. Yeah, not this turn. Okay. They have a second Tragic, maybe? Second Tragic would make sense. They didn't kill the flying one? Okay. Am I just dead on board? I think so, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. I go to 2. Am I crazy? Alright, I'm at 2. I guess I don't really know how I get out of this, considering they have a bunch of flyers. Yeah. there a way out of this? Maybe if they had one less blocker with the Soulstone Sanctuary. That's rough, buddy. All right, game 3. I mean, it was rough, you know. All right, based on the way that game played out, do we want any of these cards in our sideboard? I don't think so. None of these seem like they really do that much. Like, I guess the counter spell's better on the play, but... I mean, I guess... maybe you're right about the Sniper. Maybe Sniper's just better than Mockingbird. Let's try it. Because we kind of did just lose that game to the Flyers. So having a 1 mana card that can just trade for the random pixies and shit does seem like it makes sense. Keeping this. Sounds really good if they don't have Tragic. Kind of sucks if they do have Tragic, but... Just please don't kill my elf. Don't do it. Ooh, I like that. So... Cub Jurnith? Yeah, Cub Jurnith, I think. Maybe it was Cub Beastbinder. I don't know. I kind of want to go next turn, Talent, put a counter on Jurnith, and then copy Beastbinder. That's kind of why I didn't want to play the Beastbinder that turn. Because we can just copy this next turn with the Talent. It's kind of awkward. I think I sack Pull here, right? Because then I still have 4 mana. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means I can still go Talent Beastbinder. Yeah, and then go Talent. Oh, wait. No, I should just copy Sniper. Yeah, I fucked that up. That was stupid. Yeah, I don't know why I did it this way. That was really dumb. Yeah, I should have just went Sniper Beastbinder and not played the Talent. I guess I could just not put a counter on the Jurnith, right? What if I just go Sniper, counter on Cub, and then double Beastbinder next turn? I think that's fine, right? And the next turn I can go Beastbinder, copy, combat, counter here, turn after double Ouroboros, right? Alright. I mean, I had a feeling that was going to happen, right? But, I mean, the Roid just kind of kills them. Yeah. I mean, it's at the point where it kind of doesn't matter. Because they just can never beat the Ouroboros there. Because they have to answer the Jurnith and then also answer the Ouroboros. So, yeah. Deck's good. I like it. I like it.